In this video, I'm going to be going over what to be doing first in Season 8 in NBA 2K23 Myteam, mainly talking about what game modes you guys should be going after first, what I do think is worth grinding for in Season number 8, and then at the end of the video, I'll be going over all of these game mode prizes, and then telling you guys which ones I do think are the best. But the first thing I want to talk about is definitely going to be the spotlight challenges. Even though this is something from a previous season in season number 7, I still feel like a majority of the player base completing the spotlight challenges, getting these really good free dark matters, or at least a couple really good ones like James Worthy, Doug Christie. There's a lot of good ones here that you guys can get. Jack Sigma, Bob Nedelecki. So if you guys are a newer player in the game, you have the best team in the game, it's not going to really apply to you. But if you're a newer player in the game, you're on budget squads, you don't have that much MT to spend, make sure you guys are focusing on completing these spotlight challenges. That is the first thing I recommend doing, is working towards that. It's very easy to obtain, and once you guys complete it, you do get an endgame option pack between the new endgame Bill Russell, Kevin Durant, who's probably still the best endgame card in my team, and also Paolo Banchero. So if you guys are a no money spend player or just starting out the game, or even if you have the best squad, you can still use a free endgame Kevin Durant on your team. Now, if you have none of them completed, it's going to be a long grind. It might be something to slowly chip at and work towards, because endgame Kevin Durant is still going to be a top 3 shooting guard, top 5 shooting guard for the rest of the year, and a guy that can compete against every other shooting guard that will be released in my team. Like, I don't see how Kevin Durant drops below a top 3 shooting guard unless I drop like endgame Victor Wembanyama at the shooting guard position or something crazy. I think Kevin Durant will most likely be a top 3 shooting guard for the rest of the year. And then you can also choose Bill Russell if you want as well. I think he's a great power forward, or Paolo Banchero. And I think getting yourself a free endgame off the rip, plus some other pretty good free dark matters, is a good way to start off Season 8. Not something that you have to maybe go out and do right away and do that first, but I'm just saying something to slowly chip at while you're grinding other game modes, and something that you can complete over time. And I have a video going over how to actually AFK this, like how to complete this as fast as possible with the AFK method. So it makes it a lot easier and a lot less, time consuming. It just makes it a lot easier. Don't actually have to fully play the game. So if you guys want to go check out that video, you guys can definitely go ahead and do so. So that's the first thing I would be kind of focusing on chipping away at. Now, the second thing I will say, if you like playing online, or if you don't mind playing online, Unlimited looks to be sort of worth it if you guys want to play into the later stages. Now, I will say, like last season, the 6,000 point reward Artist Gilmore is actually definitely worth grinding for. I'm not sure if Jerry Stackhouse is really worth it. I'll talk about the card here at the end of the video when I go over his stats and his badges, animations, all that, or not stats and badges, but his animations, and how good this card is. But I don't think the 6,000 points is worth it. So if you guys don't want to play past here, then I probably wouldn't focus on Unlimited, because up to 6,000 points, I just don't think it's really worth it. But then once you get into the later stages of the point system is where it starts getting a little bit more worth it. You get Invincible Jason Tatum at 15,000 points, and then you also do get the best coach in the game in this Dark Matter Rudy. So if you want a really good Invincible small forward, who I believe you can sell, don't quote me on it though, I'm not 100% sure, I think you can sell Jason Tatum, and then you also get the best coach in my team. I think Unlimited is worth it if you guys want to play, like I said, into the later stages and go after the best coach in the game and get a free Invincible Tatum card, and also the MT tokens, Hall of Fame badges along the way. So Unlimited, I think, is for sure worth grinding for if you guys want to go play as many games as possible and try to get to eventually, the final, if you want to eventually get to that final 20 pack box, I definitely think it's worth grinding for. Now, I will say these free dark matters, we got to see what they do with them. I think it really could be cool. I'm not gonna lie, as long as they do this, decently, give us some pretty decent dark matters that will all be hollows, I think it could be worth grinding for. J.R. Smith. It also would be cool if there was like a grand prize for getting all of the old dark matters, maybe like halfway through the season. After like 15 of them are released every single day, you can get like a free end game potentially, or something like that. Would have been really cool if they did that. I'm not sure if they will add that, but I think this is something that you can maybe grind for. Probably not going to be worth it. And then XP wise, if you don't want to go ahead and spend the MT on endgame D-Rob, like if you don't want to spend the MT, which is pretty expensive, he's still like 400k plus, or at least 300k plus. If you don't want to go ahead and do that, getting yourself a free Joel Embiid, they're basically the exact same cards. That's also something I'd be focusing on kind of just chipping away at. Don't have to rush and get like the first Joel Embiid or get him on the first or second day or even in a week. Just slowly chip at getting XP. It's really easy to do so in these later stages of my team now that we're in season 8. I mean, it's really easy to get XP, and you can get Joel Embiid fairly fast if you guys are grinding the game. So I think he's sort of worth grinding for. But mainly, like I said, it's the spotlight challenges and also unlimited are the 3 main things I'd be focusing on. I don't see anything else that's like a must-have go after. Like, I don't think limited's really gonna be that worth it. I mean, you know, Elton Brand looks to be pretty good, but he's 250 triple threat offline games. Don't think many people want to play for that. If you want to go after Dale Ellis, he's a pretty good shooting guard in co-op. But the main 3 things I'd be focusing on to at least do first in season number 8 is going to be unlimited, the spotlight challenges, and also the level 40 and getting yourself that free endgame Joel Embiid. But now let's hop over to 2KDB and I'll go over all these invincibles and endgame Allen Iverson cards. I want to go over these cards so you guys can see their animations and how good I do think like Jerry Stackhouse, Dale Ellis, you know, Jamal Mashburn, Elton Brand, Allen Iverson. I'll go over these cards as well here in a second and show you guys what they do look like. And I think, and then also if I think, you know, these cards are potentially worth going after. Okay guys, so now hopping over to 2KDB, I'll quickly be going over which ones I think are the best to be grinding for from the game mode prizes and just going over their animations so you guys can see what they look like. So Jerry Stackhouse is going to be from unlimited. Once again, once you get to 6,000 points, he's going to be a 6'6" point guard, 6'7" wingspan, and he does actually have a solid jump shot with the KCP base and the Justin Holiday upper on very quick timing and some pretty decent dribble sigs, and he does have amazing dunk packages. So Jerry Stackhouse is okay. Once again, if you're grinding unlimited for the later prizes, I think he's a decent, you know, invincible point guard along the way. Not going to be terrible, and if you get him for completely free, he can definitely play on some people's lineups. Next card here though is going to be Bargnani, who I believe is from Clutch Time Online. Let me just quickly check. Right, he's Clutch Time Online. Yeah, he's Clutch Time Online for 100 wins, 7 foot at power forward, 7'4" wingspan. He's not a bad free invincible. Like, a lot of these cards are just solid. Like, he's not terrible at power forward. He's also nothing like game breaking or a card you must have, but he's not terrible. Like, has a pretty good jump shot with the Bielitsa base and the Carmelo Anthony upper. Next one is going to be Allen Iverson. He's actually for Clutch Time Offline. Once you get to I was almost about to say 1,000 wins. Once you get to 100 wins, you do get endgame AI. I mean, he'll be a fun point guard to use just because he's an endgame with that crazy fast jump shot and the best dribble sigs, but he's a 6-foot point guard. I don't think he's really worth grinding for, especially having to play 100 wins of an offline game mode. Joel Embiid, the level 40, like I said, he's going to be a really good endgame card. 7 foot at power forward, 7'5" wingspan, and one of the better endgames in the game currently because of his size and his player model, and also he's very easy to obtain and on that same level as a endgame D-Rob, who's going to go for like 300 KMT. So if you can get this card for completely free, that is obviously going to be worth grinding for. Elton Brand, like I said, is a really good small 6'9" at the 3, 7'5" wingspan, great player model. He's got a good jump shot, elite level dribble sigs. It's just the fact that you got to play 250 triple threat offline games makes that card probably not worth grinding for at this stage of my team. Jamal Mashburn's going to be in co-op. He actually might be worth grinding for. He's 6'8" at the 2, 6'11" wingspan, has a pretty good jump shot, solid dribble sigs, great dunk packages. I mean, I think he's 50 wins. I don't think he's 100. I think he's actually only 50 wins, and then you do get yourself the free invincible Jamal Mashburn. But I think he's actually going to be worth grinding for. I would say so far, Jerry Stackhouse may be worth grinding for. Bargnani and Allen Iverson probably not worth grinding for. Joel Embiid, Elton Brand, and Jamal Mashburn might be worth grinding for. Maybe not Elton Brand, but definitely Jamal Mashburn and Joel Embiid. Baron Davis, I mean, I would stay away from. 6'3" at point guard. He's just not going to be that great. Kenyon Martin, I think he's actually pretty good. He is going to be the offline vault player, so he's going to be in the triple threat offline vault and on the Clutch Time offline wheel spins. He's a good small forward. He's got a great jump shot, solid dribble sigs. It's just he's an RNG card, and I don't think he's really worth going for how many games you potentially might have to play. Dale Ellis is really good. He's going to be the online vault player, so in like co-op, you know, in the vault and the unlimited vault and T2 online boards, you know, and then obviously the Clutch Time wheel spin. He's got a good jump shot, good dribble sigs. He's got decent size. I think Dale Ellis could be somebody worth grinding for. And then Ben Wallace, he's going to be in the level up pass. So once you get Joel Embiid, I think at level 30 something, you do get this invincible Ben Wallace, and they actually gave him some amazing animations. Like, he's got a really good jump shot, he's got great dribble sigs, and yeah, you do get that Ben Wallace at level 35. But yeah, guys, that's what I'd recommend doing first in season number 8. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are you guys going to be grinding for first? Are you guys going for the level 40 and beat? Are you guys completing the spotlight challenges? Are you guys playing unlimited clutch time modes? Let me know what you guys are doing in season 8, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.